Hello everyone, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with another field test shooting video review here in the Airgun C-Can shooting range. We've got the Wildcard. This is the 45, and as you can see, it's got the orange tip, and this is it here, the box. I have kind of done a little update preview. I have shot a whole bunch of these Single Action Army Revolvers in pellet versions. Don't mind the beeping. I think my computer's trying to tell me something. In BB, pellet versions, but I haven't to date shot one or tested one in airsoft. Not that I can remember, at least not in this Wildcat version. So we're gonna put 6 rounds through the chronograph using 0.20 gram BBs, airsoft BBs that is, see what kind of FPS. It says about 325 on the box, so we'll see what happens. And then I'm gonna use slightly heavier, since it does come with 12 rounds, I've preloaded another 6 rounds with 0.3 something grams. So about, not that heavy really, but still a little heavier than the 0.20, so they should, fly a little straighter. I don't believe there's any hop up or anything. There's definitely no way to adjust the hop up. There's probably no like little bars in there that's gonna put any backspin on here. So I'm not expecting tremendous accuracy from this gun, but we'll just see what we get here. This is just kind of see what we get. Now, obviously a longer version, barreled version of the Single Action Army is gonna do a little bit better in terms of feet per second, but we'll see. Okay, so we're all loaded up, brand new CO2. Let's just put 6 rounds on target. 348, so higher than the 325 already. 350. 342. 332. 335. I think this is it. We'll do one more, 343. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's pop this off over here. Now, that wasn't bad. They were all over 325. The temperature in here is about 20 something degrees, just over 20 degrees Celsius. Let's find out what Google says. Let's say 21. Okay, Google, what is 21 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
21 degrees Celsius equals 69.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so about 70 degrees. So we're looking at a pretty comfortable room temperature here. Nothing crazy hot. So honestly, on like a really hot summer day, when it gets up to say 30 degrees or like 80, 90 degrees, it's gonna shoot a little bit faster, but that's still pretty reasonable. That's gonna work on an airsoft field. If you did choose to use a gun like this in an airsoft field, you'd be fine with it. All right, so let's set up the target 30 feet downrange, put 6 rounds on target using those 0.30 gram BBs. I've reloaded some new shells in the Wildcard here, the 45 Single Action Army airsoft pistol from Umarex, and so we're ready to go with those 0.3 something. They're 0.32 gram BBs, a little heavier than the 0.20 gram. Hopefully they fly just a little bit straighter for us. Obviously they'll be a little bit slower, but not that much. Should be a nice compromise between something that's going to be, somewhat accurate, but also pretty fast. So, all right, so here we go. We're going to just put 6 rounds downrange. Have to reset every time because I got to do the old single action cocking. Nice triggers on these guns. Don't know where we're at. I'm not counting. That's probably it. Okay, good. We're done. Let's take a look. All right. That's about kind of what I was expecting. Without the hop up going on, these things are just going to kind of float through the air a little bit. We did get this guy, that BB was a bit of an outlier. If we take that one out, only 6 rounds. Usually I do 10 shots, but it's a 6 shooter. So what am I going to do? Reload it? No, 6 is fine. So we did get about a 3-inch grouping with a little bit of an outlier, but they were well centered. I mean, they all really, if you average them all out, well centered. So since there's no way of adjusting these sights, right there, right in the middle at 30 feet, this would be a nice one. Just aim and shoot and you're pretty much good to go, right? Nice gun, decent FPS for, in the 0.20 gram BB, shooting about up to 350. That's not bad. It's over what Umarex says. So that's a good thing. Still not too fast. You're not going to hurt anyone too much. Shooting, close range with this gun should be pretty good. These guns just feel great. I mean, I've reviewed all these Single Action Army guns in a variety of different form factors, longer barrels, steel BB, pellet versions. They're just so much fun to shoot. If you're into the Old West guns, you got to get yourself some version of this gun. If you want to shoot indoors and you got things that you don't want to break inside, then, you know, maybe go with an airsoft version like this. And that way, if you get a ricochet or something, you're not going to damage your house or break a window or anything. Great for indoor shooting, garage shooting, that kind of stuff. You know, obviously out in the field, if you're going to use a 6-shooter, I'm not sure if that would be the ideal gun, but hey, maybe you're doing an Old West shootout type thing, then you could use something like this for sure. All right, we do have these in our Canada and US online stores, or at least different variations of them. Depends what kind of inventory and stock we have at the time you watch this video, but I put links in the descriptions to buy in Canada and the US. And if it's not in stock in this model, you might be able to find it in something else similar. So check replicaairguns.us and replicaairguns.ca for products. We have all kinds of products: air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, pellet guns, and other accessories there. Also, check out the multitude of reviews I have on the Single Action Army guns. I got lots of reviews on these things, different forms, different types. So check those reviews out, and just field tests, just fun shooting, tabletop videos, all kinds of stuff. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Username is Replica Airguns. Until next time, take care.